YouTube, what's going on today, everybody? Back here with another video, and today I'm going to go over my top 5 most anticipated games of 2022. My list will be in order from least anticipated to most, but they're all in my top 5, so they're all highly anticipated. And with this video, I just kind of wanted to challenge myself, right? I could have easily did a top 10 and filled it out pretty easily, but I just kind of wanted to challenge myself and think about why I'm excited for certain games, what I value in games, and kind of base my list off of that. Let's go ahead and get it started. Starting off at number 5 will be The Day Before. The Day Before is an open world zombie survival MMO game that is coming out sometime in the summer. I want to say June or July, but the first time I saw this game, I was hooked. It kind of looked like The Division a little bit with the whole setting and the tone of the gameplay, but it actually kind of, I don't know, looks a little fun, unlike The Division. One thing that got me really excited about this game is there was a scene where 2 dudes were in a pharmacy and another 2 dudes came in. There was a proximity chat. They could hear what they were saying. They could hear what they were saying. It was dope. I love proximity chat. And this game is also going to have a social hub, which I'm sure is going to have proximity chat in it as well. So we can get a little toxic. Shout out to New World, because this year I found out how much I really enjoy proximity chat in talking to random people, because you don't know what could happen. But other than that, it just kind of looks like your basic Steam early access survival game, which I'm okay with. I have plenty of those in my Steam library, so I'm actually very excited. This hopefully is everything I'm planning, because this studio, now I don't know the name right off the top of my head, does have a tendency of releasing games and they stop supporting them. I see why people are on the fence with this game. I'm excited for it, and I'm wishing for the best. And number 4 on the list will be Forspoken. Now with this game, I don't know much about the lore. All I remember is like the last time we saw this at a showcase, a PlayStation showcase, was like she was getting jumped and she was getting sucked up by a hole, and she was like an Earth 2. I don't know. The main reason that this game made my top 5 is because the way that she was moving around in that world reminded me so much of Infamous. I love Infamous, played them all, even Second Son, loved every game. The way she was moving, and even some of the combat, like she had like water attacks and like dust attacks or something, but everything was just giving me Infamous vibes. With on the Unreal Engine 5, I have high hopes that this can fill a void for me, because I miss Infamous. I will take a remaster or remake of any of the Infamouses that you guys want to do, if Sony's out there watching. Even Second Son, like I'm good. I will take any. I may go back and replay Second Son. I don't know, but I love them all. Hopefully this game can fill that void for me. And the crazy thing about this game is the first time we saw this game, I don't think anybody thought it was an actual game. We just thought this was like an Unreal Engine tech demo or something. We didn't actually think this was going to be a game, which shows to how good the game looks, even though it did take a downgrade, I think, the second time we saw it. But it's made my top 5 just for giving me Infamous vibes. And number 3 on my list is Sifu. Now, I'm a huge combat guy, so a kung fu beat 'em up mixed in with roguelike elements, I'm sold. But the difference between this game and other roguelites is you don't just come back and start all over, you know, get your perks or your items again. No, you actually come back older. Your physical stats will be decreased because you are older. And I think you'll also lose some of your perks as well along with it. So it's just going to be challenging. It's just going to get more and more challenging the more you die. So for speed runners, for people that love to just sweat on games, Sifu is going to be almost for any and everybody. Sifu is definitely going to be for me. I can't wait to play this. I'll definitely be playing this early and doing my thing, man. They call me the roguelike king, man. No, they don't. Nah, they don't. But Sifu coming in at number 3. I love you. And coming in at number 2, if you are a regular to this channel, this game has brought life back to this channel. Esports Boxing Club. Yes. For anyone that's new out there, we will be having a boxing game. Now, this game doesn't have an official release date, but the chances of it releasing in 2022 are very high. So it is going to make my list. And this game is going to bring pretty much what you see in real life in the boxing ring to the virtual world as close as they can get it. These guys have been working hard on this game since 2019. We heard about it last year. They've had some delays, but they've had bigger investments, which has made the game look even better. So I'm very excited to get to play this game this year. Esports Boxing Club, hurry up. We want a release date. Love you. And before I get to number 1, I just kind of want to go over some, I guess, honorable mentions. Left off Dying Light 2. Dying Light 1 holds a special place in my heart because that game was the first video game that I actually bought myself with my first full, I guess, paycheck, full-time paycheck, I guess. So that game holds a special place in my heart. It got bumped out for the simple fact that it could take 70 hours for me to beat that game. And I played a lot of games in 2021, but I didn't beat a lot of games in 2021. So I don't know how I'm going to find time to beat that game, but it's Dying Light. I'm all for it. Next is Horizon Forbidden West. Wasn't a big fan of the first one, and I didn't finish that game because it just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of boring to me. The characters, not the characters, but the enemies, the environment, everything just seemed blah. But the first time that we saw Horizon, or maybe the second time, the devs said that they are working on making fights more engaging. It looks like there's different weapons. So I'm very excited to get my hands on that at the end of February. And last on the honorable mentions, at number 2, we had a good sports game, probably a sports game that could be the best, but the current best is MLB The Show, and I'm looking forward to MLB The Show 22. I do play the Ultimate Team mode mostly, and I know that's like, oh, you're spending money. No, you don't have to spend money in that game. They have a lot of challenges that you can complete, and the challenges themselves are pretty engaging, and you can have a beast team day 2 on that game if you want, just by grinding out, not spending any money. So MLB The Show 22 is definitely one I'm looking for. It just couldn't make the top 5. All right, and my most anticipated game of 2022 is Suicide Squad. And this game took number 1 after that amazing gameplay trailer that we saw at the Game Awards. Being able to launch King Shark in the air and crash down on the ground and have this AoE effect. Freaking swinging in the air with Harley Quinn and smashing somebody in the face with my baseball bat. Sniping with Deadshot, hovering in the air on his jetpack boots or whatever the hell he was, however he was doing that. I don't even know how he was doing that. And Boomerang, I think they like gave him speed. I don't know. He's mid. He's not even mid. He's useless. He won't be getting used on my playthrough. But man, finally being able to play as the villains, even and being forced to save the world from its heroes that are brainwashed by Brainiac, which hopefully will lead to us having a big boss battle at the end against Brainiac. That shit gonna be, I don't even talk like this, but that shit gonna be lit. That shit gonna be lit. I'm ready to play that, man. And I do know who is making this game. It's the GOATs, Rocksteady. And this game, it's looking like they got another one. I haven't played it yet, but it's just looking like they got another one. But those are my top 5 most anticipated games of this new year. Comment down below. Let me know yours. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I am out. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.